Good morning. We're going to do one of my favorite workouts. We're going to use a mini ball to do our workout today. A little bit of aerobic, a little bit of upper body toning, core toning, and then of course lower body workout as well. This is a half-hour workout. Remember to work at your own pace, have fun with it. Make sure you have an open space to work out in. And if you don't have a mini ball, you can do this without. So let's go ahead and just get those feet about hip width apart. We're going to bring those hips under, relax those shoulders down, and I want you to start by tapping your toes right to left. I want an exaggerated toe point so we warm up the calves and we start stretching the shins. Now keeping the shoulders relaxed, just taking a gentle side to side movement, and we're putting just a little pressure on those hands. Now I usually recommend using what I call the butt of your hand, so that area right underneath your thumb. You're just going to kind of press that, but be careful not to elevate the shoulders up when you do that. So we're going to add a little pulse into that ball as we take it side to side. We're just adding that rotation a little bit more. Elbows are right to your sides, pulsing into that ball. Now let's just add a little chop down towards that thigh, extending using those triceps, keeping pressure on the hands and no longer pulsing. Let's move this forward a little bit. And I want you to step touch and move it back, side to side. Now I'm pulling the ball in towards the body on this step touch. Let's keep it right here in place for 4 more times. Let's go and just move that forward again, this time adding that little pulse down towards the thigh as we travel forward. Hold in place side to side. Now let's travel that back and hold in place with that step touch. Move forward again, here we go. Pulse, 2, 3, step touch side to side. And move it back. And hold it here, side to side. Now I want you to face your corner. We're gonna do a little bicep curl, pressing down, pulling up, and we're gonna point that back toe, flex your front foot. You have a nice wide stance here, so your knees feel comfortable and safe, lined up with your ankles. Anytime we're leaning forward at that hip, we wanna make sure those abs are pulled in tight. Point and flex. Now let's just take those arms and lift them up and take that back leg down and extend it straight. Squeeze your glute. Press those hands into the ball and lift. How about some nice deep breaths in and out? 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna face back to the front. Let's go back to that little toe point. Keep it here. Little twist. Now let's face your other direction and start that little rocking horse movement. Just pointing and flexing. Again, exaggerate that toe lift. Flex and point. Elbows tight, bicep curl. Up and down. Let's do 4 more. Then we'll add that back leg lift in there. Remember to tighten your belly as we lean forward. Ready? Here we go. So now taking those arms, we're gonna lift them up. Reach, kind of like a little Superman move. Squeeze that back glute. Good, nice deep breaths in and out. Still, heart rate's going to be coming up just a little bit here. Let's face back to the front for that little toe point. Now this time we're going to swing those arms and we're going to bring them up towards the corner. A little bit more exaggerated on that lift. Up, up. Again, nice wide stance here. Now how about some hamstring curls? Now arms are gonna stay low, chest is lifted, and back is straight. Think about pulling your shoulder blades into your spine. Back to your toe point, now to the corners. Lift, exaggerate. Hamstring curls, stay low with those arms. Nice forward lean, dig in, almost like you're wiping gum off your shoe. Back to your toe point corners, please. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, and curl. Nice and low. This is all active stretching. Last time to the corners. Active stretching is one of the best ways to loosen up your body. And hamstring curl. So every time we pull that heel to your bottom, you're stretching out the front part of your thigh, your quadriceps. Now we're gonna take it to a tap back, just hold the ball. Now a tap back, I'm gonna show you from the side. We're extending back. So we're lengthening through this hip flexor. We're gonna push that ball forward here. So I want you to watch me from the side so you know. We're keeping the knees above the ankles. We're reaching right at chest level. Pushing and pulling with those arms. And tapping back behind you. Keep it here for 4 more. 3, now we're just gonna slow that down. Big lift. Now give me a big stretch up with those arms. Let's open everything up. Lift. Okay, again from the side. I'm just bending that hip a little bit more. Back. I'm not pushing from that back foot. I'm taking off that front heel. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to hold one leg back. Now we're gonna lift your knee up. Here we go. Knee and stretch. Now we're stretching your glute. Every time we lift that knee, we're stretching the glutes. We're working the core. Hip flexors are working. Pull. Now I have my hands up higher. If you've got shoulder issues, keep a more bent elbow and don't reach too high above the head. You're welcome to just keep it out to the front. I'm just going up high for that stretch, but I'm not arching my back. This one's gonna bring that heart rate up. Let's do 4 more. 4, we'll step in on the last one. Here's your last one. Now step in together and switch sides. Here we go. Down, pull. The weight's on all 4 corners of that front foot. Just do your best. Let's go 8 more times. 8, breathe. I'm just squeezing into that ball a little bit with my hands. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to step in on the last one. Take it to a step touch side to side. Good job. Now we're going to take the ball, squeeze with the pads of your fingers. Now we're going to take the ball, bring it out to the side. Cross, lift. Cross, lift. Step touch, lift. Little outer thigh, stretching the inner thigh. Another 2 for 1. While we're working out, getting that heart rate aerobic, burning fat, we're stretching out those inner thighs. Toning up the outer thigh and the core. Keep it here. Now I want you to switch your hands. Take that ball into the other hand. Out. Nice easy transition there. Squeeze with the pads of the fingers. Lift. Nice straight line. Little bend in that knee. Up. Breathe it out. Keep going. Go for that stretch. 8 more. 8, 7. We just want to make these muscles a little bit tired. Get that toning effect. Let them know we still need them. Okay, last one here. Now I want you to freeze your feet center. Let's take it to your squat position. We're going to bring your feet about hip width apart. Now we're going to just practice our squats first. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. From the side. Those hips are going back. Weight is on the heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Good. Now we're going to pulse it down and we're going to pulse on that ball. Stand up and do that again. So it's a 3 count pulse. Shoulders are down. Elbows are right underneath my wrist. And I'm squeezing into that ball. 2, 1. Pulse, pulse, pulse. How about a big lift there? 3, that's optional. You can stay right here like this. 3, 2, 1, lift. 3, 2, 1, lift. Pulse. 2, 3, lift. Keep it going. Squeeze, squeeze, and lift. Now let's just take that to singles. Down, up, option, squeeze, lift. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, now hold it down. Take those arms low. Now take one foot out to the side. Now we're gonna take it lower and lift. Lower and lift. So I'm holding a side lunge position and I'm coming forward at my hip. Down and up. Very gently squeezing into the ball. I want you to get used to this side lunge position. Now slowly shift over to the other side. Lower, lift. And noticing a really nice stretch as we're coming forward. Also working the lower back on this one, so we want to make sure those abs are pulled in super tight. You're staying over that ankle. Hips are drawing back. You shouldn't feel the weight where your toes are. You should feel it towards that heel. Okay, last one. Now we're gonna ledge it from side to side. I'm gonna take it to one hand. I'm gonna pass it to the other hand, and I'm gonna bring that other arm up. Let's do that to tempo. Tap, tap. So I'm just taking that ball, just gently tapping it to the inside of my shin. Now keep going. I'm gonna show you from the side where I want your hips. I want them out. Not this. I don't want this. Okay, I want those hips bent. I want that knee tracking with that second toe and with your ankle. Look straight ahead. Keep going. Think core is tight. I'm going to shift back to the front. Keep going. We're going to do 8 more side-to-side lunges. Big reach with those arms. 4 more times. 4, 3, 2. Now stop right here. Turn your heels into plie squat position and pulse it out in that plie. Now we're going to hold this pulse. I want those hips under a little bit. Good. Keep pulsing. Now hold right here. Now take this ball right to your thigh and we're going to roll down. We're going to switch the ball. We're going to roll and switch. Little side bend. Now I like to look up when I do this because it just takes the tension off my neck. We're just taking a moment to let that heart rate come down. You can go as far down in that plie as you want. You can come up higher. Good. Press against that thigh as you come down. We're just stretching those sides. Your body should be at that point now. It wants to use fat as a fuel source. Let's come up right here into knee lifts. Now we're just going to go right knee, left knee. We're going to start bringing the heart rate up a little bit. Keep it here. Pull and pull. Now take that same movement. Go and give me a double knee lift. So we're going to go 1 and 2. We're chopping towards that knee. Chop and chop, extending from the elbow joint, firming up those triceps. Knees and knees. Good. Back to singles. Here we go. Now let's raise those arms up. When we bring our hands above the head, it brings the heart rate up higher. So if your heart rate's coming up too high, you're just going to do this. You're going to modify your movements. If you want to go for it, guys, you're going to really raise that ball up. Don't forget to breathe. 4 more singles. Now let's take it to your doubles again. 2 and 2. Again. Now right back into those singles again. Give me 4, 3 to doubles. 1 and 2. Singles again. Here we go. 4, big move. And your doubles. And singles. 4, 3, 2, doubles. Singles last time. Big breath. 4, 3, doubles. Excellent. March it out in place. Good job. All right, so we're gonna do what's called a pass under. We're gonna bring your feet just barely past hip width apart. Now, abs are gonna tighten as we take that ball, we pass it underneath your knees. We come up to center, almost like you're doing a figure 8 movement with those arms. Down, lift. This is gonna force you to bend at the hips. What I don't wanna see, this is what I wanna see, this is what I don't wanna see. I don't wanna see you bending your back. It's hips. Hips are drawing back. Keep going. Under, up, under, up. Pick a spot out in front of you that you can look at without wrenching your neck. Neutral neck position. Strong lift with those arms as you're coming up. Lift, lift, lift. Now we're gonna pass it the other way. Go behind you and up, behind you. Now it's like you're doing a backstroke. Lift up and back. Backstroke it. Neutral neck. Abs tight, weight on the heels. And don't forget to breathe. Big lift. Backstroke. Down, lift, down, lift. Keep going. Good. Nice. Hold it right here and give me just a little pulse. Let's pulse into that ball again. Now this time, let's bring those elbows out. Squeeze that chest, drop the shoulders low though. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up tall. Now, internal hip rotation. We touch the inside of the knee. We're gonna reach back like a curtsy. Step, lift, step, curtsy. Step, internal, curtsy. Again, modification for that arm. You can bring it up across. So you're bending at that hip again. Internally rotate, curtsy back. Lift, curtsy. We really want to slow this down. You want to pay attention to form. Still working big muscle groups here. Heart rate's still going to stay up. Step, lift. Squeeze. Just a couple more. One more time. Good. Now hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just tapping it out. And we're just letting the heart rate come down. Step, tap, step, tap. Last one now. In, back, other side. Rotate, stretch it. Rotate, don't round those shoulders, keep that chest lifted. Bring that leg to your hand, up. That's where those obliques are helping out. Good. Out. Curtsy. Okay, we just gotta do 8 more of these. 8. Keep going. Great for toning up every area of those thighs here. Great for strengthening the hips. Even if you're just using that smaller range of motion, remember, you can just tap back. And center, let's just pulse it. Good. Nice and easy. Now, holding in that somewhat plie, give me a little figure 8. Now it's just like we're just going down that river and we're paddling. Dig, dig. Keep it here. Now I promised you we'd go back to side lunges, so we're just using this as a little intermission. Now again, when we go to the side lunge, we're gonna add a pass under just to that one side. So make sure you're bending those hips, keeping a nice tall chest and a straight back. I'm gonna show you an option too if it's a little too hard. Let's go ahead and freeze. Watch me first. I'm only gonna go to this side and up. This side, up. Option, tap, lift, tap, lift, okay? Now I'm gonna take this to the tempo of the music and I'm gonna pass this around like a basketball, right? Under, up. Now, my hips are pointing back. So from the side, here I am. Bending the hips back, not doing this. right? Bend, lift. I'm looking straight ahead. Down, up, down, up. Just this side, 4 more. We'll take a little intermission before we do the other side. Last one. Hold it center, here we go. Up, up, down, down, come on, up. Good time to just catch your breath here. And if you want to make this harder, you're just gonna hold it at plie position. Up, up, down, down. Keep going, lift, lift, press, press, up, up. We'll do this 2 more times. We're getting ready to set up to do that side lunge on the other side. Are you ready? Let's straighten out this other leg. Under, up. Good. Think form. Relax that straight leg out there. There's no bend in that other leg. Weight's on this heel. And again, here's that modification. Down, up, tap. Just a little bit at that hip if you need it. How big do you want to move this? Breathe in on your way down. We need that air to stay aerobic. We've still got 8 more to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're just gonna go and take it to a march in the center. Here we go, march it out. All right. Now we're gonna go into some kicks. Kicking it out, starting with whatever leg you feel like. It doesn't matter if it's your right and left. We're just gonna alternate the sides. Nice, easy kicks, here we go. Kick and kick. Now, if you can't kick your legs, you're just gonna press those heels forward. Good. Push, pull, kick, kick. Now, I'm slightly forward at my hip as I'm kicking. Keep it here. Now we're just gonna add a little tempo thing to this. As long as you can count to 3, you can get this. For every kick, you're gonna march 3 times. Starting on whichever side this is. Kick, 1, 2, 3, kick. Reach for your foot. Boom. Kick, 1, 2, 3, kick. I'm just gonna back that march up, just because it's fun. Kick, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, kick. Just taking a moment to stretch hamstrings and keep that heart rate aerobic. Now our hardest part of pass unders is coming. We're gonna be doing a forward lunge. And again, I'm gonna show you your modification on that. Give me 1 more kick, and I want you to hold your march. Now watch me from the side. A forward lunge should not be short and bending at the knees. It should be big and bending toward the hips. Kind of like if you drop something on the ground and you had to bend down to get it. So let's practice that really slow. Just coming forward and back. Look straight ahead. Let your hip bend. Lower and push. Let's take this to tempo. Bend, push. Big step though. Here comes our pass under. Arms are gonna stay low. You're just passing it through the other hand. Chest stays lifted. Drop. This is great for balance, great for your glutes. The bigger the step, the safer those knees are gonna be. So even if you just need to modify with a little tap inside that knee, that's fine. Just aim towards the inside. The lower you go, the harder it's gonna be. Good. Let's go back under. We're doing 8 more. 8, 7, 6. Good. Pass it under 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, and stop. Feet wide. Woo! Tree sway. Good. Let's catch our breath. We're just gonna take it side to side. Allow for a stretch. Pull back up to center. Let's go down to a somewhat plie and keep going side to side. Good job. Woo! Now I want you to hold it right here. Now we're gonna take it just to this side and back up. Modification is here. Now I'm only lifting on this side. We're working abs now. We're gonna gonna start bringing that heart rate down a little bit. Keep it here. Now again, I want my hands above my head because I want to keep my heart rate up. I'm keeping that knee turned out at that hip, externally rotated, switching sides, lift, up, big breath out. Let's keep it here for 8 more. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it right here, hands down and march. Good job. Now, little V step. Out, out, in. Keep it here. Now we want to let that heart rate come down. Good, we got about 4 more minutes left. So we want that heart rate to come down before we sit down on the floor. And we're just gonna do some sit-ups with that ball behind your back. If you have a chair handy, if you can't get up and down off the floor, put the ball behind your back on a chair and follow along there. You're just gonna wedge it in real tight. Some people can't get up and down the floor, and I acknowledge that. I want to make sure you have something to do here if you want to. Keep it here. Now we're just going to switch it to your other foot. Let your other foot lead out on that V step. Switch hands with that ball. Keep it here. Breathe in. Look, that went by fast, didn't it? Okay, we got our last 4 here. If you've got that chair handy and you need it, go grab it. I'm just gonna take it right down to the floor. Now I'm gonna show you from the side. I'm sitting down. I'm putting the ball behind this part of my back. I'm drawing my hips under, my arms across my chest. I'm gonna lower back. Now if I'm in that chair, I've just got it down as low as I can, and I'm leaning back a little bit, and I'm pulling my rib cage towards my belly button. This is the easiest. Lower and lift. If I want to make this harder, I can just put my hands behind my head, keeping my vision right out in front. I'm looking straight out in front. I'm not pulling my chin down to my chest. I'm keeping a little space here. Take your time. Lower back, lift it up. Lower back, lift it up. Now, adding on, I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to reach for my toe. Down, reach. Now, I don't want you to worry about going to the beat of the music on this. Again, that option is just to keep your hands here. That'll be easier. Big lift as you're kicking that leg out. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. If it starts to hurt your back, you just stop. Now we're going to switch sides for 30 seconds. Big exhale. Almost there. We got 5 seconds left here. Good, and rest. Good job. Now take that ball, bring it back a little further. Take your leg and just lift it up and down. Lift. Good, now take that same arm. We're gonna reach out. We're gonna reach for your toe. So again, while we're working that core, we're stretching. Getting a nice hamstring stretch. Holding a great contraction right here, a little isometric contraction. Lower abs and hip flexors moving that leg. Arm extending overhead. Now let's switch sides with that. Take your arm and your leg out and lift. Remember, we're still looking straight ahead. This would be the hardest here, keeping that one hand back. It's gonna add more pressure here, more resistance. This would be even harder. Always feel free to kind of play around with it, make it yours. These are all just suggestions. Keep going, pull. Now we're gonna finish this off by taking those bodies all the way back and just doing little crunches. Stretch, pull. These are a lot harder than they look. You wanna make sure you feel all this open up and then crunch it in. 15 seconds and you're done. Big breath out. This is where you start to feel these. Come on up right here. Woo! Let's bring you to a comfortable straddle. Oh, if you're sitting in a chair, you can just bring one leg out to the side and stretch towards that one side. So we're gonna do a little thing called a saw stretch, where we're just gonna take our body weight, leaning on that ball, and reach. Yeah, I know that feels good. And reach. And each time we go through, just see if you can reach a little further. Look right over that shoulder, using that ball to support your body weight. If you're a little apprehensive, you can make a little kickstand behind you with those fingers and just use that back rub. You're gonna get more benefit from the core by lifting and moving through the core. Let's see how your body feels. Try different things. Again, make it yours. My number one goal in these videos is that you know you have options. You don't have to do what I'm doing, because I can't see you. I'm not sure how it's feeling. Good, now I want you to take one foot and just kind of tuck it into the inside of that foot, and we're just gonna turn, open up that hip. Now we're gonna take the ball and reach it towards your opposite foot. We're just gonna hold it there. And again, this is gonna open up through the hip and the glute. Just hold it, no bouncing, just hold. This is the newly improved runner stretch. You used to take one foot behind you, torque your knee all out. Now let's do the same thing to the other side, switching it in. Start by just turning away. And then bring it across, push that knee down, and reach. Over your shoulder, hold it. Enjoy that stretch. Very nice. Now I'm gonna have you just tuck that ball between your knees and flip over. If you're in a chair, I just want you to lean forward with your abs tight, reaching to the floor, and stretch that lower back. We're gonna go ahead and just go into a cat-cow stretch. Just rising up, and then lifting that head. Let's just stretch that lower back out a little bit. Make sure your arms are straight, hips are tucking under, and you're exhaling on that lift up right here. Exhale, and inhale. Let's do that one more time. Now come up nice and slow and just reach towards that back foot, opening up the ribs. And if you're in the chair, just stretch your side, hold on to the chair, and let's go the other way. Reach up.
I'll tell the world, I'll sing a song. It's a better place since you came along.
And let's just take a nice deep breath up and exhale. Well, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a good workout. As you can see from my face, so did I. Have a great day. Thanks.